About a decade ago, maybe a little longer, we went through the process of discovering our why. What is it that we really do? And our why is preventing injuries and saving lives. I'm Ryan Moss. I'm the CEO of Little Giant Ladders. We're here at our world headquarters in Springville, Utah, and we're going to have an opportunity to show you how the greatest ladders on earth are built. Ladders are one of the oldest categories on earth, one of the oldest commodities. They were invented before the wheel. Most people think of ladders as rungs and rails. I'm going to get off the ground. What could you actually do in the way of innovation? So step one actually starts with the voice of the customer. We take that information and then really begin with the problem in mind. What is it that we could do to solve this problem? And so we'll come up with 3 or 4 or 5 concepts till we get to where we feel like we have a workable prototype. Then we'll send 5 to 10 out into the field. So once we feel like we kind of got that early feedback, we've really narrowed down, made the few final tweaks and whatnot, then we go into the tooling phase. In the tooling process, you're really taking a look at what these drawings are showing and how are we going to transform raw materials into the shapes or parts that you need for different components. So all of those are custom built tools that will basically either punch the shape, mold the shape, and mostly in a ladder, you're really going to have fiberglass, aluminum, some plastic, some steel parts, and then you're going to have fasteners. And so all of the different components require unique tooling to be able to make them. So the next step is the manufacturing process. And once you have that line set up, you have all the tooling, you have everything that you need to be able to produce that product, then comes the training of the employees that are going to be running it. Maybe somebody that's going to be doing the riveting, somebody that's doing the final inspection, somebody that's going to be punching the rails of the rung to where it's just flowing through, and the one at the beginning should be starting the same time one's coming off the end. The final process before it goes into the box is to do that end-of-line inspection. And in many cases, they're actually going to do a randomized manipulation of the product. So if it is a multi-purpose ladder, you might put it into a couple of positions, or an extension ladder, run it up to make sure nothing's changed in the process. It's far easier just to create commodities, right? And just try to sell them on price. That would be the easy way. But to really try to tackle the industry and to reduce injuries it's just far more rewarding. For me, that's a reason to go to work.